Hello, welcome to a video about the Fishing Abyss. Since I now have all of them, so we can make a comparison about... Because the main difference between the fishing rods is how big the... what do you call it? The meter for the minigame is. So this is the one where you start out the game with, which is quite small and doesn't much room for error when trying to catch fish. But then go to the next one, which isn't too expensive to upgrade to. It's almost twice as big. It's probably about 70 to 80 in the first one. I'll try when I edit if I can make like a line for how big they are compared to each other. Is it the advanced rod? It was the one I had when I did some of the fishing shorts. Still quite reasonable to get this far, and at this point it's quite easy to keep the fish in the... not sure what the best way to call it is. Minigame thing. The bar. This one, however, is... the rods start to get really pricey to get into. The gold rod. I know some people are really fond of gold weapons and gold everything in games. I'm not personally all that fond of it. The upgrade isn't as noticeable anymore, but bigger bar is always nicer. And then once you have that, then there's a final one that costs almost twice as much as the gold one. It's a bit special in its coloration. It also has some lore that's made by the smith that does all your other things. And now the bar is really big. But it's not as obvious. It's if you got a geniemon with... if I can find it quickly. Yeah, here. If you have a geniemon and put the at peace trait on it, it has the auto reel in enabled. It seems to be dependent on the highest fishing rod you have unlocked. Because when I did the short with it, I only had unlocked up to the advanced rod, and at that time there was some fish I still had to do the minigame with. But now when I have this rod, it will automatically capture anything. Even the gold rarity fish, it just catches without effort. Oh. Lucky enough, it seems like actually it's a gold one on the loose. Yeah. Just automatically catches the gold rarity fish. Couldn't do that in the short. But good luck now. Fishing is pretty much automated, it's just press space now. One last thing to note with, or I guess two last things to note with fishing. It's whenever you catch a fish, you know... yeah, now... effect just before the... that... or... you if it's a... the fish it... and... so if it's just a fish got a with regular price, and if it's like that, then it's a big fish that's worth above the average. And then it's going to say each fishing spot fish per day. Even number on your lures, then it's easy to keep track of. Because when you are at the last fish and it asks and it hooks a bigger one and asks you if you want to throw back your fish to catch a bigger one, you should always say no, because I did that mistake on the seawards fishing node just now, that when on the 100th fish, the bigger fish, even if it catches, it will just say that there's no more fish in the water. Wait however long it takes for the fishing spot to replenish, which is 7 hours at the time of recording. I'm just sitting there knowing that there is supposed to be a goldfish on the hook, but I can't catch it because every time I press space it just says I have to wait for there to be fish. That's kind of awkward. And then that's just about it for fishing. Only thing I didn't really touch on is the fishing lures themselves, but it seems like, to my understanding, the only thing they affect is the RNG for which kind of fish would bite. That they affect that some fish are more probable to bite on this, some are more probable to bite on that, more probable on this, and same for the basic lore. I think the basic lore is just fine. But you can only get 10 of that a day, while the other ones you can get quite a lot per week. Anyway, that will have to do it for now. Hope you liked the video, or found some useful information here. See you some other time.